love me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
Another day free, why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout it out, party people. Shout it out, party people. I say shout it out, P-A-R-T-Y-P-E-O-P-L-E. I be doing that to let niggas know I can spell. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I'm glad the people are popping up in the building. Do me a favor, share this live. Share this live because I got something that I've been thinking about. I got something I've been thinking about. You know, get your mind off the bullshit. You know, I don't do the drama. I don't do none of that, but I got some shit. ABG, I see you. I got some shit that I've been thinking about that I think that all of us can get in, you know what I'm saying, and get right with. You dig what I'm saying? Get right with. Wow. Drip got his gun in his hand. He been holding us down. Your gun is in your hand, Big Drip. I got some things I want to talk about. I got some ladies. I got some gentlemen in the building. I got some more people coming up in the building. And this one right here, I think is funny. I think this is really, really a good one. This is a good one. Because if y'all can hear me crystal clear, I say anybody but a dead body. Do me a favor and hit me with some dice cubes. You smell me? Can you dig it? That's the scene from the Warriors. Can you dig it? We got the Vice Lord standing over here with the chosen ones. We got the Ballin' Sisters right next to the Golden Saints. We got the Riverside Park Animals standing right next to the Maniacs. 4,000 police to NYPD. over 30,000 gang members. We run this shit. Can you dig it? My fault, y'all. I'm smoking some weed. I ain't gonna front. I'm smoking some weed. Harley say, yo, Big Nice, you crystal clear. And they say, yo, you good. You good, bro. Go ahead and get to this work. So let's get to the top. I'm shout out to my sister Harley. Big Philly in the building. You know what I'm saying? The Cynical one of the lovely visionaries over there with my man DS1 Ross the Boss. Make sure y'all get over there. Do me a favor, Cynical. Make sure y'all with them links, drop y'all people links. Cynical, do me a favor. Make sure you drop DS1 Ross the Boss, my favorite content creator on YouTube. Facts. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? So you got AP, Old East New York, Brooklyn in that building. We got my man R. Henny in the building. ABG, Brooklyn. You already know this before YouTube shit, y'all. We got Big Drip up in the building. He's here. We got my sister Annette. She's in the building, y'all. I got one for y'all, motherfuckers, today. We got my sister Seven in the building. Yo, I'm gonna start giving you 10 seconds, Seven. If you don't go live one day this week, you're getting 10 seconds. Got Ghost Town Bullies up in the building still holding me down. I appreciate you. We got matter of fact, we got the Hispanic LL Cool J in the building. Big Liddy. I might have to drop the link one for this one. But y'all know I've been feeling Young Mom. My baby's back. She was sick. She was going through something. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, let's play some more Young Mom. She back. Let's do this for Brooklyn, y'all. Let's go.
Oh, this what we doing? You already know how I'm bumming, man.
Let's go.
Gangsta.
A lot of you niggas can't touch her. A lot of niggas cannot touch this lady right here. She really serious. Let's go.
Man, every day some new shit. Gotta keep the grip still, even though I'm rich. I'll trust a snake before I ever trust a bitch. A snake gon' be a snake, but that bitch will probably switch. And ever since that's been a myth. Yeah, I broke hearts cause I got a cold heart in this brick. I got old scars, but I'm stuffing this gold yard with an M. I don't write
I think y'all better listen to her motherfucking wordplay, son. I think y'all better listen to this bitch wordplay. She said she'd rather trust a snitch over a bitch. Cause a snitch is gonna be a snitch and a bitch is gonna flip. Yo, talk, ma. I see Deuce. I see you in the building. We about to turn up. Hey, Sandra.
You already know how I'm bumming, man. Gangsta.
She talking on this shit. Yo, RC, she talking.
Man, every day some new shit. Gotta keep the grip still, even though I'm rich. I'll trust a snake before I ever trust a bitch. A snake gon' be a snake, but that bitch will probably switch. And ever since that's been a myth. Yeah, I broke hearts cause I got a cold heart in this brick. I got old scars, but I'm stuffing this gold yard with an M. I don't write bars, I write art. I'm Picasso with the pen. Before demons got the no God, now I'm healed and I'm content. One thing I'll never do is put a hand out. I'll never need a handout. Re-up before I ran out. Had a dream making plans now. When I make plans, it plans out. Get paid to bring fans out just by running my damn mouth. Just by spitting that real shit. Now I'm on Twitch with the cam out. And I'm never hopping on trends. They can go sit while I stand out. In the back of that big shit with that big shit. Got the can out. Niggas ain't tough, they fanned out. Get fanned down, now it's fanned down. Just by being a damn clown. Got his ass sent to the damn clouds. My guys always got it clutch. So when you man up, then it's man down. You don't think money growing trees the way I'm throwing these bands down. Money never ever been an issue. I would get it then and I get it now. Back then I was stressed shit. Now I'm at peace. I ain't tripping now. Keeping my distance now. I was existing till I learned life. Now I'm living now. I'm big grown. So that shit I used to be on, I ain't with it now. I'm really legit now. What? And I took another year off. No, I'm pissing my fans off. Writer's block cause my mind cluttered. Smoke a blaze just to clear it off. What? And yeah, I got love for this shit, but my hunger and it wearing off. But from Karen to Care Little to fuck it, I don't care at all. And I only fear God, other than him, I don't fear at all. What? The shit that I went through just to be alive is a miracle. I progressed a lot of success, but I'm nowhere near my pinnacle. I've been her, I've been him. Thank God I went legit. Amen.
Yo, shout out to Young Ma. I'm going to keep it funky. Shout out to Young Ma. They can't touch her pen. And you know, she was going through something. She was real sick. She was real sick. And there was a rumor floating around that she was pregnant. Y'all do know that's a woman. You do know that's a woman. And shout out to them Red Valentine boys, you did? She's really, really nice with that pen, man. Yeah, them pills had it too. But if y'all pay attention, y'all can pull it up on YouTube. It was talking about she had one in the oven. Just like David Ruffin. How y'all doing today, though? Great people in the building, 15 in the building. Let me see how many of y'all got up on them likes. We got 11 likes, 15 in the building. It might be 4 people this block because I got 145. I had 147 people blocked. I took off 2 people. That was my cousin and my homeboy. The rest of them 145 people, you motherfuckers are staying blocked because you're disgusting. I don't want the disgusting energy. Don't want to ring around me no more. I got something I want to start with y'all. Remember who started it first. Remember who started it first. Remember who started it first. I got something right now called One of Them Gotta Go. You had 147 block. Come on, ABG. You know, we from Brooklyn, nigga. You know where I'm from right around the corner from you, man. I don't do the goofy shit, my nigga. I don't do goofy. I don't do goofy. I had to block 4 people saying they was me. I mean, one time I went live, and then somebody saying they was me came in the motherfucker. But you know, Mr. Execution, I see you. Shit is different. Shit is different. Shit is different. But I don't want no problems. And if I stay away from stuff, it shouldn't be able to upset me. That's a fact. See, I be doing what's good for me now. I used to be doing what I thought was best for everybody else. Doing what's best for everybody else will get you in a bunch of trouble. It will get you in a bunch of debt. It'll get you in a bunch of heartache. GP, I see you. You know what I'm saying? But one of these got to go, y'all. And I'm glad we got some people in here because I know all of us been paying attention. Let me show y'all something right quick. How y'all feel about this? And rest in peace to Eastside Crackhead too, y'all. That passed away. Passed away. Rest in peace to him, man. For real. Y'all ever saw this? Anybody in there? Let me see those dice cubes if you ever saw The Wire. Let me see the dice cubes, y'all. If you ever saw The Wire. You know McNulty, Stringer Bell, Avon, Barksdale, Weebay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ever seen The Wire? We got some people in there saying they saw The Wire. ABG, Mr. Executioner, AP, Harley. Official shit. Official. Y'all know that. Official shit right there. Straight up and down. Shout out to Bubbles. That's the fact, GP. Yo, GP. That's the fact right there. A lot of niggas, they overlook Bubbles. The dope theme, Bubbles, that made a mistake and killed Rashad, his young boy. But I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all didn't see the new episode of American Gangster, Trap Queens, oh, that bitch Snoop, for real, and real. Yo, this on Sharon McLeod. When I saw her character, I said, nah, this bitch right here ain't nothing to play with. I said this. Yo, let me tell you something. I said this because some people that's on these TV shows aren't acting. They are actually playing themselves. I don't know if y'all seen it. The first episode of Trap Queens, American Gangsters, is Felicia Wilson. Snoop. Felicia Wilson. Snoop. They said this bitch was getting $200,000 a week. Heroin. Heroin. They said they knew her from a little girl. One day, one of the biggest heroin dealers was running from the police. He had a bag full of heroin. He just threw it to her. She just threw it in the stoop. They ran right past her. He came back later on. She gave him the work. From then, their relationship grew something crazy. Yo, AP, if you ain't see it, go check out American Gangster Trap Queen episode 1. Now, Snoop was busting her gun, went to the feds, all that. Yo, listen to me. You think I'm joking? She was 14 years old when a young lady had robbed her. And she chased her down and hit her 4 times and killed her. Facts. And when she came home from that body, whoo, I know she was on she always screams out north side, Mr. Executioner. She always screams out north side. She's been to the feds and all that. If y'all ain't see it, you got that 5-stick. American Gangster Trap Queens. Listen to me, man. That is one of the most profound series. I've been paying attention to this. It's been out for 4 years. 4 seasons. One woman by the name of Jillian, I'm just going to say we know her, before she got deported and got grabbed up by the feds. All right, let me give you a little hint. She was responsible for weed spots like Hancock and Evergreen, Gates and Nostrand, Lafayette and Broadway. See, them big spots y'all thought dudes was running, was a lady named Jillian that run them blood clot spots. And many more. She inherited the business from her husband that was killed. Facts. Like some real Griselda Blanca shit, but with the bud. Talk to them, ABG. Like some real Griselda Blanca shit, but with the bud. But with the bud. Old woman, too. Ran with niggas like Bud Belly. Man named Red Dragon. Old school Puma. And a dude by the name of Felix. Monique, I see you, sis. Monique, did you ever see this show right here? Tell me if you ever saw this show right here. Let me get some dice cubes if you ever saw The Wire. Because the name of this show we doing today is called One of Them Got a Motherfucking Goat. One of them got a motherfucking goat. Everybody in here said, yo, they was fucking with The Wire. But I want to see if y'all really want to get into some content. If y'all want to see some content, somebody put content in the building for me. Please smash that like button, share this live. I'm going to show y'all the concept of using your mind. Just bringing people together on some grown folk shit. And it's actually a great vibe over here, if I say so myself. We got big trays in the building. Great vibe we keep over here. We got DMW shots. Man, what the fuck? Man, y'all niggas gonna have me start giving out 10 seconds already. Yo, trays, yo, shots. I know y'all seen The Wire, right? But see, the name of this show is called One of Them Gotta Go. Everybody know about The Wire. Everybody know about The Wire, right? What about BMF? Big Meech and them. You know, his son just told the other day, I ain't even doing that show. I don't even want to show you that shit. I don't even want to show you Lil Meechy on tape telling the police, did you find the other stuff? I don't even want to show you that. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to tell you that. I don't even want to tell you that. I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to get into that. They got him on the side of the road, 2 firearms and drugs. They come to the side of the car and start talking to Little Meech. Meech said, is he going to, did you find it? The nigga said, this ain't legal. He said, I'm not talking about that. He said, what are you talking about? He said, the other stuff. Yeah, that's what your man said. The other stuff, y'all. That shit fucked me up, Trace. That shit fucked me up. Because let me explain something to you. This goes for everybody on some real joking shit. This ain't no YouTube shit. This real game I'm giving y'all right now. You have a right to remain silent, man. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of the law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand your motherfucking rights? You had a right to remain silent. That's why when some people go to jail, male or female, if a nigga, what's your name? Nigga look at him like he got Down syndrome. He gonna ask you 2 more times. Yo, what's your name, sir? Keep looking at him like he got Down syndrome. Yo, what's your name, sir? They're gonna ask you, what's your name, sir? You keep looking at him like you got Down syndrome, and they're gonna say, okay, we got a John Doe. We got a John Doe. Same thing with the females going up in there. What's your name, miss? Excuse me, young lady. Ma'am, what is your name? Ma'am, before we have to give you something that we don't want to, just cooperate. What is your name? We got a Jane Doe. We got a Jane Doe. John Doe for a male, Jane Doe for a female. And see, they tell you this in your memorandum. You have the right to remain silent. So nothing can be held against you for your right. You don't have to say anything. Always the queen. Always the queen. We asked the question right quick. I want to see. Since you just popped up in the building, I want to see if you seen The Wire, didn't you, sis? The name of this one is One of Them Gotta Go. So first we go into The Wire, right? Everybody that's pulling up, everybody that might just start pulling up. Then we got BMF. Right now, the 2 contenders are BMF and The Wire. That's right, Monique. Big Cali shit. She said, you ain't got to say, I don't know nothing, nigga. I don't know nothing. The only thing I ever told the police was my motherfucking name. Can I get my phone call? See, because when you come at them with the John Doe and the Jane Doe shit, you still get your phone call. But check this out. My name's DeMar McLeod. Can I get my phone call, man? I need to talk to my people. You hear me? BMF. Like I said, I ain't going to do no show on it, but the star of this show, Big Meech's son, just told on his man. His man just spoke to him. He just told his man, yo, that's my fault. I apologize for that. Yo, that shit is crazy, yo. See, you can tell who's acting in these motherfucking shows. And then there's some people that just seem like these are their natural characters when you watch them on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like in The Wire, Bodie. You know what I'm saying? Remember The Wire? Remember Bodie, the bald head one? Remember Bodie from The Wire? The one they had to kill him and he never told? He's in BMF now. See, his attitude is the same thing because that's who he is in real life. That nigga really be outside. He was on YouTube. I'm trying to remember who was the YouTuber that had him up on their channel. Them boys from Jersey. Them niggas was outside bugging. Rest in peace. The Hakeem and them niggas from, yo, all right, man, let me shut up. Let me shut the fuck up. Excuse me. I be talking. My fault. Excuse me. Let me shut up. Hey, Miss Pam. Forgive me, y'all. Shots, I be bugging sometimes. Shots, sometimes you got to tell me 10 seconds. You got to go 10 seconds, guys. But the name of this one, y'all, is One of Them Gotta Go. All right, so right now, between The Wire and BMF, which one would y'all fuck with? Nigga Trey said, yeah, guys, don't be doing that shit, sir. Always the queen said, I ain't telling ish, but I ain't going to jail for no damn body. I mean, you ain't supposed to, sis. See me? See, I spoke about this. Hold up. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. She said, I ain't telling shit, but I ain't going to jail for no damn body. I mean, nobody. And I feel the same way because let me tell y'all this. I'm retired, but I still hold them same rules as a gangster. Number one. If the police jam me up for something that my man did, believe it or not, it's a couple of my new friends I might can say this about, but I'm talking about my old school day one niggas. I promise you, we don't go to jail for each other. I'm not going to let my man sit in the 77th precinct for a robbery or anything that I may have done. I know it may sound funny. Me personally, on Sharon McLeod, I'm going to tell them police let my man go. That's me. That's a fact. And I expect that same type of loyalty from my mans. It's a must. The respect that I give, I have to get that back. Because number one, if I take into consideration you getting away from your mother, you getting away from your kids, you getting away from your woman, you getting away from your life, just because of something I did, and they think they're going to lock you up because you are my best friend, no, I'm walking up in there. And if y'all think I'm joking, y'all can Google my name. My mom's named me Damon, D-A-M-O-N. Soldier, I see you, dog. And she always told me, she said, your name means something. See, my mother blessed me before I even walked in that world by myself. She named me Damon. I'm going to tell you the story about Damon. We don't do that. We don't do that. And that said, I feel you in the streets. We stand on our principles. Those principles, shut the fuck up. You don't talk because you knew the consequences. But let me tell you something about Damon. My mom's got my name from Damon, D-A-M-O-N, from the word Damon. He was back in the Roman times, it was Damon and his friend named Prometheus. True story I'm about to tell you. Look it up. Look up what does Damon mean. D-A-M-O-N. Damon had a friend named Prometheus. Prometheus and Damon both was gangsters. They was in the street. They was robbing. They was doing whatever they had to do back then. But unfortunately, Prometheus got caught for something that he did. So the judge back then, the Roman judge said, I serve and sentence Prometheus to 30 years, to the rest of his life in jail. $30 years to the rest of his life in jail. So Damon came to the judge and asked him a request. He requested that the judge lock him up and let his man go for a month. The judge, all the people around started laughing because they thought Damon was joking. Damon asked the judge, let Prometheus go for a month, 31 days. Let him exchange places with me. So the judge said, you know what? I never heard about anything like this. So this is what I'm going to do. He said, I'm going to give you your request. I'm going to grant you your request. He said, but this is what it is. Check this out. We're going to let him go right now. And you're going to go to jail for him for 31 days. If he is not back at 12 o'clock by the 31st day, you are going to do the rest of his remaining time. Damon said, I agree. The judge let Prometheus go. They locked up Damon. About 15 days in, the judge used to go down and check on Damon and be like, yo, I never met nobody like you. Damon started talking to him about his loyalty. If I call you my peoples, like you heard me always, if I fuck with you, it's nobody that can stop that except you. If I fuck with you, it's nobody in the world that can, not my mother, not my woman, not my not my friend. Nobody can stop that except you. So then 22 days in, the judge came talking to him. Then 28 days in, the judge came talking to him. He said, yo, Prometheus ain't coming back. The mom was like, yes, he is. The judge said, he said, I admire you. I admire you for your loyalty and your honor. He said, but let me explain something to you. He's not going to come back. You're going to be here for the rest of your life. They get to the 31st day. 9:30 in the morning, Prometheus walk into court and demand that the judge free his friend Damon. So everybody that was there in shock, just like y'all standing there going, what? So the judge asked him, why did he come back? And then Prometheus began to explain how good of a friend Damon was to him. And he said, you know what? Just for you coming back, I'm going to grant both of y'all freedom.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds were cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when it was Stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Sure. Shout out to Eastside Crackhead. Rest in peace. If you know, you know. They say you gave that nigga like $5, $10. Rest in peace. He'd do like 2 albums for you. He wouldn't even let you leave. He'd just stand next to you and start rapping. He'd do like 2 albums. Nene, you in the building. Let me ask you something, sis. We at the stand hall right now. One of them got to go. We got The Wire. I know you seen The Wire. We got BMF. We got BMF, y'all. How y'all feel about these two so far? Out of BMF and The Wire, which one got to go? Which one got to go? Which one got to go? You understand what I'm saying to you? Which one got to go? But before you make that decision, what about Power? James St. Patrick, Tommy, Tasha, Angela, the Wild Canaan, aka 50 Cents. Hold up now. I got a trick up my sleeve for y'all. I got a trick up my sleeve for y'all. Word up. Annette, ABG, they said The Wire out of here. The Wire, BMF is out of here. I ain't gonna front. That would be mine too, because I ain't gonna front. The Wire, I ain't gonna front. That's legendary. You dig what I'm saying? Because this list I put together is very, very legendary. Everybody's saying BMF got to go. Everybody's saying BMF got to go when it comes to The Wire and BMF. Now we got Power in it. And then last but not least, I got something. Snowfall. This is the list. This is the list right here, y'all. Which one gotta go and why? Power, Snowfall, BMF, or The Wire? Or The Wire? Oh, you see, I done pulled one out the hat. And that said, hold up. Now Power takes it. The Wire is a classic, though. ABG said, meet your rat. Yeah, he just told on his man day before yesterday. Yo, Monique, I just said that in the beginning of this show. If you did not see Trap Queen Season 4, first episode, Snoop, go check it out. Nene said, I seen all of them except BMF. Yo, Nene, you missing out. You missing out. You missing out. Yeah, you know what, Annette? I was going to put Oz up there instead of BMF. That's a cold-blooded fact. I was going to put Oz up there instead of BMF. Because I went back to, you know, power, but then I thought about it, the impact that's going on right now with BMF pertaining to the situation with him actually coming home and 50 Cent and him having a big fallout because he went and stood right next to Rick Ross, which Rick Ross and 50 Cent, y'all know they haven't been eye to eye at all. But out of these four right here, which one leave? Which one leave? Pay attention now. Before you say which one leave, I want to break down some stuff. Got to break down some stuff before we start talking. You know what I'm saying? See, even Monique said that. See, I fucked up. I fucked up. See, sometimes, you know, see, I fucked up. Yeah, I messed up with that one. I'll take that one. I gotta take my 10 seconds like anybody else. Oh shit, Tom just said, please do, guys. What? Hold up. BMF and Snowfall? Nah, hold up. I need some assistance with this one. No. Maybe I'm hearing this wrong. Let me ask everybody in here right now. Snowfall or BMF? East New York, I see you. The name of the show today is Which One Gotta Go, East? Which one gotta go? The Wire? BMF? Power? Snowfall? This is the Fantastic Four today. Oh, we're going to break this down today. We're going to break this down today. I'm going to say this one more time. Let me hear this again. Snowfall or BMF? Which one got to go? Me and Annette, that's two. Excuse me, me and Monique, that's two. BMF, out of here. That's three. That's four. That's four. Oh, see, now the reason why I asked this is, right? That's why I asked this, because Annette said BMF and Snowfall, I could never put them two together. Maybe when it comes to suspense. And that's because of some of the things that they'd had to get. Now, I ain't gonna front in BMF, they had to go through some shit. I ain't even talking about this season, the whole Mexico trip. I'm talking about when they had the cars and the niggas in Atlanta took their whole shit and they got them impounded. Then they went through some real suspenseful shit. But I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. Snowfall? Y'all might get crazy what I'm about to say. You might get crazy what I'm about to say. The Big 1090, where you been, Bo? The Big 1090's in the building. What y'all gonna do? What we doing? Remember, hold on, I gotta do this one more time because I want y'all to pay attention because you know I got a method to my madness. Yo, 1090, we got 4 shows right here, baby. Power, Snowfall, BMF, or The Wire. Which one has to go, y'all? And hold up. Pay attention, because you know I be on some bullshit when it comes to this content. I be on some bullshit when I come to this content. So let me play some music for y'all to get your mind right. You understand what I'm saying to you? Let me get your mind because we're going to get into some depth talk this time. Can you dig it? Let's go.
You's a bitch ass nigga. That's a fact, man. You's a bitch, nigga. You's a bitch ass nigga. On my soul. You a pussy, you ain't shit without that pole. You's an internet nigga, you's a troll. Let your day ones put their trust in you when you told. You's a bitch ass nigga. You niggas mutts. You be out here pillow talking to these sluts. You the type I fuck around and get you touched. You the type be selling mids and be telling them it's brunch. You's a bitch ass nigga. It never fails. On my block, you get shot for making sounds. We be focused on the plan and run the world. Facts. You be joking on your mans in front of girls. You's a bitch ass nigga. Just another sucker. You's a chain snatching, money gone motherfucker. You the nigga in the circle that I caught stealing. Man, I cried cause I couldn't kill him. You's a bitch ass nigga. Why you a hoe like that? Why you gonna snake your right hand for some dough like that? Why you gonna run up on the pack that he gonna throw right back? When you real shit don't go like that. You's a bitch ass nigga, bitch. You done ran over some bricks, you done copped a couple fits, now you frontin' like you rich. You's a bitch, nigga. You done hit a couple chicks, now you all up in a mix. You get caught up, you go snitch. You done got a nigga life big. And when you die, they gon' say you was a nice kid. Like he ain't never did nothing to nobody.
Yo, shout out to them boys out there from Patterson, New Jersey. All right, so we got BMF gone. We agreeing to that? Out of them four, we gonna say BMF gone. We all agree on that in totality? So we ain't even got to get down to breaking down to the breakdown of the characters with BMF. But you know a character in BMF? Do you know the character in BMF that I feel as though didn't get the recognition or the props that they deserved for the role that they played? Can anybody tell me what I'm thinking about right now? There's one character. There's one character in BMF that he does not get the recognition that he deserves. Can anybody think who I'm talking about? The father. The father. The father. Yo, that nigga Laval, something wrong with him. That nigga said, you can't stop the rain when it stops to fall. That nigga starts singing to a nigga. When it starts to fall. You talking about the father? East New York? I like when they say things like this because you know I got some shit up my sleeve. You talking about the father, East New York? Anybody else agree with that? Or disagree with that? Okay. So the wife's a cheater too then. Correct? So the wife's a cheater also. Facts? Check this out what she said now. Trying to act like his sons and go out there and bag some other women while he's in his 60s and he goes down somewhere. Uh-oh. Listen to what she said next, y'all. He did it first. That's not the question I asked, sis. The question I asked, is she a cheater also? I didn't even say he wasn't a cheater. I just asked, was she a cheater also? He slept with another woman. Yep. Slept with another woman. Right? That's why he cheated, right? Because she slept with another man. Both of them, in my eyes, have justifiable reasons for stepping out. And if you remember, he wasn't trying to find chicks. The flirtatious eye contact erupted in church around the time when him and Big Meech and Terry's mother seemed like they was going separate ways. And what'd he do? He ain't just do it once. Shit got good to him. Went to the hotel with the woman. The matches in his pocket. That's how everything came out. Why and what made him seek comfort, attention, admiration from any other person besides his wife? Now, before y'all say he's a man, he's a dog. All niggas ain't shit. I understand. But if he falls into that category, how come it took 24 years? Now let's think about this for a minute. Some niggas is all dogs. Some niggas ain't shit. So that means in the beginning, he would have been displaying the same characteristics. Pay attention. Yearning for attention, seeking attention and admiration, comfort and affection from a woman because he wasn't getting it home. Because he wasn't getting it home. When she found out about it, she was furious. She got upset. Pay attention to how karma is and how the universe spins. A man that she used to have a thing for many, many moons ago appears in the town. He gives her his number. They converse. Next thing you know, pay attention to what I'm saying before we judge. Next thing we know, the same thing that she was yearning, attention, affection, admiration, a man's touch, she was getting. ABG said, you can't be the old head chasing the box. He wasn't. That nigga was the old head playing the daggone funny instrument he got in church. So if he did it first, then she does it, they're even. Think about that. At least the sis acknowledged that. The man was going through a midlife crisis. Vibe, salute. but loved his family dearly. Yo, Vibes. Which one got to go? Power, Snowfall, BMF, or The Wire? The crowd from right now has eliminated BMF. We was just talking about the father. I felt as though he was one of the characters that was overlooked. But ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 left. Power, Snowfall, and The Wire. BMF is gone. BMF is gone. BMF is out of it. East New York said she was, yes, but she was doing everything trying to make ends meet for the family, and he violated. Boy, that's how the devil jump in people's houses when problems come. But we still got 3 left. If BMF is gone, we got The Wire, Snowfall, and Power. What we going with? Out of them 3, one still got to go. One is gonna pay attention. One is gonna be the number 1 from what we decide. What's decided in the chat right here tonight. I will include my voice. We got 3 left. Power, The Wire, Snowfall. Which one leaves? The Wire. Brilliant writing. First thing they talked about, the towers and the pits before the explosions, before they knocked them down in Baltimore. Avon Barksdale, Big Joe. Great description. They put everybody in a collage, which was a, pay attention, if you really know anything about The Wire, that was a spinoff show from a show that was called The Corner. The Corner was just dealing with specifically the heroin addicts and the children of the heroin addicts. Deshaun. But The Wire, whoever wrote The Wire, they went from murders and drug dealers to the children now. How the scenery and everything that the kids in junior high school and public school, what they had to look up to and what they had to come through, what they had to go through, what they thought they had to become. That's the children. The children. Then they spun it off. They spun it off to the ports where the drugs was coming in. This is brilliant writing. The drug dealers, the kids, the heroin addicts, high effect, la 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 la. The children, what they saw, what they were trying to emulate. The 3rd series is the ports. They telling you, FTC salute. They telling you the bigger picture. Remember when they started talking about the Greeks? The 3rd season. This is when Snoop came along. This is when Marlo started making his appearance and started going to war with Avon Barksdale. Remember when Avon tried to send the young lady to Marlo, they wound up sleeping together. Marlo unalived her. Remember? Part 3 is when the Greeks came in, when they started talking about quarter keys and tons of cocaine. And check this out. That's when they pulled in how it was disturbing the politics with the mayors. Remember all this? So this is brilliant writing, right? But check this out. Then part 4, they went into the writing. They went into the motherfucking newspaper. This was straight up the newspaper. The newspaper is talking about things that's going on in Baltimore. And then how Marlo Stansfield is coming up higher and higher in this franchise of this heroin thing and how Omar is becoming a terror. Pay attention. A homosexual with a shotgun had the whole town under siege. Niggas is whistling. Go ahead and drop that thing down. Don't make Omar come up in there. And in part 5, they talk about all the conspiracies and how it come down to the RICOs, the importance of having a lawyer. Pay attention. Remember the little Jewish lawyer with the bald head? The importance of having a lawyer, the importance of having a counsel, a congregation. Did you see all the free game they gave you in The Wire? So if it's The Wire is still here, right? Cynical One, I see you. If The Wire is still here, we already said who's gone, BMF. But The Wire is still here. Power is still here. And Snowfall is still here. Which one has to leave, y'all? Which one? Oh, now y'all got to tell me something. Y'all got to tell me something. It's 3 of them. It got to be down to 1. It got to be down to 1. You heard me? It ain't supposed to be no 2 and no 1. You understand what I'm saying to you? You might need some time to get yourself together. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm going to go ahead and drop some of this weight of black. Can you dig it? It's dog.
You know when it goes down.
Wait on. I showed my ass an alibi. Yeah. In the big and the dad, yeah. Life is hard, dog. I mean, for my big one. All night in the night, never cry. Oh, my nigga. I wish when I called that I had to die. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being with motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate it. Me in the streets had a conversation. Me in the streets, we had a conversation. Being broke was the motivation. They say they love me, but they really hate it. Me in the streets had a conversation. I got a baller, went and found a block. God gave me a pill, Satan gave me a Glock. I met her once, she gave me the top. Of your life, you want it or not. Being broke was the motivation. Go through all the pain that I couldn't make. I told Satan, suck a dick, I went and lost my faith. I was told if you want it, then go and take it. I got seeds working minds, and I got enemies. In other words, obstacles, gotta bleed. I Glock 9, a real, so the need. I was sitting in the bin crying on my knees. I sat down and had a drink with me. I was thinking if my mama do, she think of me. My mama told me, see my daddy when she look at me. Even though I love my aunt, I turned it to a fiend. My nightmares, they turn into a dream. My money thoughts turn into a scheme. And think that life a game. And the shooting got no pain. I popped a bean and then I left the earth. And I had a gun, he kept it in his purse. My youngin' shot that, put him in a verse. I'm a rider, mirror tints on a black hearse. White man don't understand that being black hurts. Mama crying on the steps in front of a church. Dripping and solidified. Yeah, I see my brother die. Little wanna slide. They ready for the homicide. Said, Lord, take the pain away. My gun sing a lullaby. Ran from parole, I had to hustle, I ain't never hide. Tripping in the week and I was tweaking, I ain't never cried. Real multiplied, we don't never die. 100 grand flat in the streets, had you dead. 100 round drum, big choppy, I'll be head. You used to get beside me, signs couldn't find me. See, we was in the trenches, in the just living grimy. Yeah, getting too much money up the hill, they tried to line me. Dominican, she freaky, give me toppy in the lobby. Yeah, you pushing, or you swiping cards. Yeah, I spin the block like I spin the yard. Yeah, you stay inside or you catch a charge. My nigga pray to God because they life is hard. My niggas in the Bing wishing they was home. Been there, done that. You are not alone. Me in the streets, we had a conversations. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversations. Me in the streets, we had a conversations. Being broke was the motivations. They say they love me, but they really hate me. Me in the streets had a conversations.
Yo, shout out the Way to Black, you dig? Grown folks music. Flood the waves with this type music, you know see me? But which one gotta go is 3 left. Shout out the Way to Black, the Princess of Ghana, Stunner Dior, Big Tone.
Go crazy, go dumb.
Shorty gon' rock to the beat like a drum.
Go crazy, go dumb.
Shorty gon' rock to the beat like a drum.
Go crazy, go dumb. Shake it. Go crazy, go dumb. Go crazy, go dumb.
Shorty gon' rock to the beat like a
Go crazy, go dumb.
shake it.
Go crazy, go dumb.
Shorty gon' rock to the beat like a
I'm going dumb. I'm a forbidden, I'm numb. I do my dance, I dance with my gun. Whoa, waiter, I met a Cuban, no couldn't. I put my thumb in the pudding. I did it, they said it, I couldn't. Whoa, I'm with the biggest stunner of all. Off my bitch off one day, next day I go buy that bitch a more. I flip 1 brick, I flip 2 brick, then I buy that bitch a car. I pop 1 pill, I pop 2 pill, now a nigga out on more.
get crazy, go dumb. Betty gets 30 for fun. Aim it, I load it, they run. Lethal night needles get litty, go none. Shooters like Katie and Grady. Hitting up my jersey, I'm patiently waiting. I'm in the garden with Adam just eating. I ain't in the zone that they paying. Sweating the rookie, but know I'm the realest. Bitches be playing, but know I'm the illest. Pretty and trapping, so bitch, I'm the trillest. Been stacking my paper, that's why I'm the biggest. That's why I'm the biggest. That's why I'm
Go crazy, go dumb.
Shorty gon' rock to the beat like a drum.
Go crazy, go dumb.
Shorty gon' rock to the beat like a drum.
Go crazy, go dumb.
Shake it.
Go crazy, go dumb. Me, I'm as lit as they come. I'm starting with Mrs. Dior. If I up and I click it, they run. Bitches, they come to the door. I gotta talk it more. It feel like I'm fucking a raw. Gucci the fit, broke in the bag. Fuck it, I'm buying it all.
I'm in the deli when I'm on the block. Bust down the peanut, order the chop. Serve on the bean and I yell at the op. Bust in the north, the hustle don't stop.
A lot of people don't even know that's a princess in Ghana. Word up. Bob said he been talking to highs. You better get that motherfucking paper and put that thing together. Facts, ABG. But which one got to go? Which one got to go? You got 3 left, y'all. And this is just the first episode of Which One Gotta Go. So y'all can hit me in the DMs and give me some ideas of some shows and quote unquote, because y'all had some great ideas too. Raising Canaan, shout out to East New York. That's a fire one too. See, I wasn't even thinking about that. FTC was saying Tommy gotta go. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. That Tommy series is kind of, that shit is kind of fire. But that nigga Tariq. So the reason why power is so powerful in this whole equation is The Wire gave you 5 seasons. No problem. When it comes to power, it gave you 6 seasons. Pay attention. 6 seasons. And then the spinoffs of Power. Tariq. Raising Canaan. Tommy. Yo, Chilling with Love. What up, girl? We had 4 up here. We had Power, Snowfall, BMF, and The Wire. Everybody said that The Wire, Power, and Snowfall is going to stay. And BMF, we're going to send them on their way. How you feel about that? Now, when it comes to the Power, James St. Patrick, James St. Patrick, the nigga Ghost, has got out of some, for real. Shout out to 50 Cent for the writers that he got that's putting together all these shows because they writing classics. I feel so bad that this is the last season of BMF. See, y'all got rid of BMF already because it's already programmed in your head that 50 ain't fucking with them niggas no more. But they would have been my first choice too, though. So I'm going to be real with you too. Out of them 4, That would have been my first choice too, but we still got 3 left. Y'all already know that. That's gone. BMF is gone, but The Wire is still here. Snowfall is still here, and Power is still here. So out of the Power, The Wire, Snowfall, which one leaves? Which one leaves, y'all? Which one leaves? And why? Which one leaves and why? Which one has to leave and why? See, Snowfall was very, very smooth too. That was a hard decision for me. I ain't gonna front because Snowfall has its points. You got to think about Franklin Saint. Whew. Franklin Saint, 15 years old, started off with Bud with his uncle. Mom's God-fearing women. Pops was a Black Panther. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time. He got down with some dudes from from Iraq that was over there selling firearms and all that. But they just had a bunch of cocaine too. And they just gave him a run for some coke. And then he got what? He got introduced to some players. Remember, he first got robbed. Hold on now, let's not take Franklin Saint to be just walk through the park. Remember when they robbed him, you see what happened when they robbed him, right? And he's responsible for doing what? For doing what? Supplying damn near California. But he gone. Snowfall is out the equation. She said, Cali with love, says, I love The Wire because it shows you about how the undercover work. That's a fact. And like I said, the whole effect of The Wire, that's why that's the most craziest one. They spoke about the whole conglomerate, the heroin addicts, the cokeheads, the young drug dealers, the big drug, because the minister was something dangerous. They broke all that down. And then they got to the effect of the children, like I said. Then they started talking about the Greeks and the Russians and the ports and then the newspapers. And then they conclude, I'm not going to front. The Wire is something special. But out of The Wire and Power, The Wire and Power and Snowfall, which one got to go? Which one got to go? That's a hell of a motherfucker. That's a hell of a motherfucker. That's a hell of a goddamn question. That's like, who's a better actor? Denzel Washington or Morgan Freeman? Damn, Annette says Snowfall. We got one on Snowfall. We got one on Snowfall. Damn. Yeah, we got 2 on Snowfall going with Big Dice. With myself, that's 2. Damn. That's 3. That's 4. Yep. I have to rock with that also. I have to rock with that decision. Facts, not because of the fear of a 10-second violation. You know, I'll take mine. I don't do no crime. Snowfall, I see you. That's 5. East New York says 6. Yo, Grizz, you came a little late, but the topic of the day is which one of these 4 had to go? Which one of these 4 had to go, Grizz? Power, Snowfall, BMF, or The Wire? The first ones to be eliminated was BMF. Right now, from unanimous decisions, the second one to be eliminated is Snowfall. So that means it's up to these 2 right here. Power and The Wire. Damn. Power and The Wire. Power and The Wire. Huh? Power and The Wire. Which one? Damn, I said the same thing, Annette. I said the same thing. Damn, I just can't say anything. I just can't say anything. I can't just say anything. I'm gonna feel funny. I'm gonna feel funny if I say anything. Damn, man. Hold up, man. Y'all ain't gonna just bombard me with no answers all of a sudden. Everybody screaming out the wire. Hold on, we got to do something for a minute, please.
Is it a crime how killers beat? Killers should be a crime how we killed the streets, murdering these little geeks. I stood 10 toes in these streets. I'm a shark in the water, you just a fish in this deep sea. I sacrificed, I had to feed the fam. I broke the law, I had to sell some grams. Yeah, you know that powder tear. You never rat, you get caught in the jam. You got some money, purchase you some land. Do it for the fam, diamonds all frozen. V12 growling, 30 down, busting out the pockets of my trousers. Mix hella furry and my vehicle is foreign. And my bitch foreign, some bathing, some went foreign. Tired of the dope game, I had a long run. Made it out the hellhole, now it's time to stunt. Icy, neck in my wrist, hella pricey. Fly nigga stuffing all his dick in your wifey. Should be convicted, I'm a fashion killer. I'm Louis down, lamped in the villa. Smoking on gorilla. I sacrificed, but I made it back. In that Dodge Dart on that turnpike with them powder packs. I took some L's, but I kept it cheap. I'm selling O's and I'm pushing P's. I don't deal with F and E's. On floor seats, you in the nosebleed. My bitch bad, drip double C's in the chest, double D's. Is it a crime how killers beat? Killers should be a crime how we killed the streets, murdering these little geeks. I stood 10 toes in these streets. I'm a shark in the water, you just a fish in this deep sea. I sacrificed, I had to feed the fam. I broke the law, I had to sell some grams. Yeah, you know that powder tear. You never rat, you get caught in the jam. You got some money, purchase you some land. Do it for the fam.
These niggas mad, but they ain't mad enough. You know I always get the money, fuck the bitches with the fattest butt. I'm a cookie, you gon' bag it up. Is it a crime how I drop it in the pot and I stab it up? My new plug dropped like 30 off. If I get caught with all this work, this shit worse than a murder charge. They gon' try to throw the book at me. I'm a hustler motherfucker, you can see that when you look at me. Shiny cars, pretty jewels, and designer clothes. Used to sleep up in the trap, now we buying homes. That's a cool 20 racks on these diamond stones. You got goons where they at, you gon' die alone. Popping out the SRT with the ARP. Money flying everywhere like it's KOD. All I know is stand tall and remain a G. And I'm always on call if you pay a fee.
Is it a crime how killers beat? Killers should be a crime how we killed the streets, murdering these little geeks. I stood 10 toes in these streets.
I'm on 5. I see you in the building. Hold up. See, y'all starting to get a little, y'all fucking me up. That's why I had to play some music to put my thoughts together, because I'm gonna be combative. I'm gonna be combative on this one. Hold up, this got to go down to something real disrespectful, baby. You dig what I'm saying? This is some real disrespectful conversation. We said between the Power and Wire. Let me get a count on this again. Which one gotta go? Which one gotta go and why? The Wire or Power? You see it, Tasha, Kanan, James, Tommy, the sexy Angela. The sexy Angela. The Wire. Hold up now. Which one got to go out of them two, y'all? Which one got to go out of them two now? Make this a very, 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 very careful answer. No such thing as a bad answer. But I need to know why. Like, you know, when your mom say be in the house by 11 o'clock, you come home at 1:30, and they'd be like, why you weren't here by 11 o'clock? Mama said, I gave you the 11:15, 11:30. It's Saturday. But you're only 14 tomorrow. Where were you at? Annette said The Wire. Dog says Power. Is Power staying, dog? Is power going? Annette, is the wire staying or is the wire going? There's only could be one. Y'all do know that it's only could be one. It's only could be one out of them two, man. Dog said power is gone. We got one for power that's gone. We got two for power. It's gone. We got two for power. It's gone because we're not talking about the spinoffs, even though we know about the spinoffs. The spinoffs could be in another episode. We're talking about right now. Dog Soldier says power must leave out of the two. I say power must leave out of the two. Drip said power must leave out of the two. So that's 3 for the wire so far. That's 4 for the wire so far. Uh-oh. We got one saying that power. Miss Annette says, hold up. This is the first time we didn't agree. I'm going with the power has to leave. I have to because of the aspects and the dimensions and the writing of the wire. I had to. It was too many dynamics. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down, y'all. Let's talk about the dynamics of power. Two kids, smart. One is white, one is black. Looked out for each other from Queens, corner boys, turned into major weight distributors. Both got themselves out of the neighborhood. Got a couple of laundromats. Washing their money. Big nightclub. Washing that money. Still running a multi-billion-dollar cocaine operation. That's right, Annette. I have to agree with that. But the wire, see, one thing, this is the edge that gives me the wire for the win. Howard talked about the drugs that were sold, but the wire showed you about what happens when the drugs are being sold and how they're moved. They showed you everything about the dynamics of hustling. From the buying food, from the little corners, from the riding around in the Jeeps, from the little workers, from the runners, from the shootouts, from the stick-up kids, from the dirty police, from the good police, to the police getting shot. They showing you everything of life. You remember when Kima got shot? Oh, y'all must don't remember when Kima got shot. Remember McNulty? He said, this is my fault. Howard, it's just it's a normal dynamic with some exciting moments. The excitement came from when Tariq started running around in the street. When he rebelled, when he found out that Ghost and his moms was separated and he started fucking with Angela. The shit really started popping when Tariq started going crazy. Y'all know how many, first of all, let's think about something. Do y'all know, can any of y'all tell me right now? Because I don't know, but I can give you this much. It's over 5. Do you know how many murders Tariq has committed? That nigga done killed police, federal agents, security guards. Nigga, Tariq crazy. But The Wire, like The Wire, man. Like Annette said, The Wire was a story that was in every hood. So hold on. How I get 20 seconds if 4 of us say The Wire gotta go? No, if 4 of us say Power gotta go, excuse me. I said Power has to go out of the 2. It's a hell of a dynamic, a hell of a writing. 50 got some of the best writers in the world. But when it comes to The Wire, I can watch The Wire, and I start at season 3 now because I did it the other night. After I seen Snoop on the gangster show, American Gangster Trap Queen, I went right back and started watching that shit. Then I thought about how the guy Omar, I forgot his name, Michael, what's his name, man? He was from Flatbush, 2 in Vanderveer, may he rest in peace. They said he had an overdose also. Seems like it's so sad. A lot of these artists are just overdosing. No, I stuck up for, I think that's a role that wasn't given credit. In that part of life, like they see, it seemed like the show was just, they wanted to talk about the family, but it really was based on Big Meech and Terry. They gave you the little outside dynamic. Terry got a baby mother that loves him, a little sister that's growing up. Mom's working in Wendy's. Father working for the plantation. Want to be a musician. It seemed like they just jumped over that whole dynamic of the father staying in the household. See, that's the part I'm talking about. The father staying in the household, just dealing with everything like a man. Did he slip? Yep. See what I'm saying? See, I had to get some Kool-Aid anyway. I had. Shoot him for what? East New York? That shit made me almost choke. Shoot him. She said he is lucky she ain't shoot him. Shoot him for what? For what? Uh-oh. Shoot him for what? She said she better be lucky she ain't for cheating. She said because he's a goofy. Okay, why he a goofy? Oh, we're going for 10 seconds. Me or you is going to get 10 seconds on this one. One of us is going to get 10 seconds on this one. I promise you that one. It's going to be me or you. So why is he a goofy? I shall wait. Let me sip on my Kool-Aid. 2 packs of lemonade, 1 pack of tropical punch. It's called that Brooklyn. I've watched every episode. Let's do it. I'll be the nephew in the shop betting for $5,000 when he thought he knew everything. When he asked him what was Jordan's highest game, he said 36 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He said, hold up, it was 3 assists. I seen when motherfucking Reg whipped that boy out. I seen when Emmett got shot that night. Oh, my God. I'm going to take 10 seconds to get myself together. You know, but sometimes I got to get myself together. You understand what I'm saying to you? Sometimes you got to check yourself. So that time I had to check myself. You understand what I'm saying to you? Ain't nothing wrong with checking yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with checking yourself. I take the 10, I take the 15, I take the 20. If I'm wrong, I'll take it. She said he ain't got no motivation. Check this out. He's spineless and he's a cheater. See, we'll be on this motherfucker the next week. Fucking with you. We'll be on this motherfucker the next week. He go to work. Plays at the band at church. Playing for the Lord. Yo, dog just put me on some Caribbean blood. Cloud me, I've tried that. I wish you would have told me that too, because I keep some pineapple juice. May I have some Dole pineapple juice. May love that in the summer. The man go to work. He ain't do the deadbeat dad. He stayed around. Go play Lord for he played for the Lord. He get up there and, yes, Jesus loves me. He up in there playing. And he's spineless. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Hamshallah halam simla in the name of Jesus. She said he stayed around because he had nowhere else to go and he couldn't afford a hotel. Let me ask you something. Was you with them people when they wrote that script? Let me find out that you've been getting employed by 50 Cent all this time and you ain't tell me that you was writing that script. Now, let me see, you got too intricate on that script. You got 10 seconds. Facts. That's a cold-blooded fact, dog. That's a cold-blooded fact. That don't even make no... Now, see, she's too intelligent for that. See, I don't even like that right there. That just fucked my high up. That's word to my Gilligan bucket. You dig what I'm saying? She said the wife was busting her ass behind the bills. He had a job too. You keep forgetting he worked at that plant. Remember? He had a job. How come you forgot he had a job? So what, he just slept in the house all them years for 25 years. He ain't do nothing, right? Oh, you gonna stop that. You gotta understand, them niggas is from Detroit. The person that he played, you gotta understand something, y'all. Everybody don't have that Diddy Bob. Everybody has a friend or a family member that you be like, yo, liven up. Why you always looking like that? It's not because they're not motivated. It could be broken. They could be broken. My cousin, after her baby father died, I could be sitting right in front of her. She'd be dead like this. It's like she just not here no more. If you tap her, she'd be like, oh, how you doing and all that. She put the appearance on like she's here, but nah. No, she couldn't get public assistance because her silly ass didn't know she was supposed to lie. I seen every episode when she sat there and told that woman, she said, but I told you the truth. And that woman told her, well, let that be a lesson for you. Because remember, before she started talking about her man living there with her, she was like, you getting $4.25 in Wendy's? 10,000, maybe 11,000 overtime? Yeah, I'm on every episode. She was a church. Was she a church going woman when she was in that hotel with that man? Wasn't she going to church then too? Wasn't she saying in the name of Jesus too? You remember when they was in the hotel? Remember? Remember that, y'all? Then homie told her, he said, yo, yeah, he cheated first. Say it again, you're going to get 10 seconds. Yeah, he cheated first. That don't make it right because she cheated. My grandmother told me 2 rights don't make no wrong. We all from the same era. We from the 45 and plus club over here. 2 wrongs don't make no right. That shit is fucked up. She said his character is no longer needed in BMF. They done broke that nigga hand, man. They done broke my nigga. My nigga done broke his hand, son. My nigga moving that daggone engine. He turned around and said, huh? That shit said, he said, I think it's broken. Take him to medic. I told y'all this before. I know this may sound silly. Y'all can tell me. I can take it. If I sound silly, it sounds silly. I believe there is a big difference between cheating and fucking. I do. Maybe I'm slow. Maybe I'm got Down syndrome. Don't kill me. Don't throw eggs at the podcast content creator. But I really feel as though that cheating and fucking is 2 different things. Egypt, leave it alone. I could be wrong. No, that was Egypt. She wanted to go in the back. Y'all got it. Dog said, yeah, you can cheat and never engage physically. That's a fact. That's a fact. But no, that's flirtatious cheating. I'm talking about cheating, intimacy, intercourse, sex, whatever you want to call it. That's flirtatious cheating. That's flirtatious cheating. I'm talking about cheating. Cheating and fucking is 2 different things, ladies and gentlemen. She said now he feels like he lost everything, his family, his job, his music career. He's a broken man. And that's why they have to watch him, because they think he's going to take his own life. Say that one more time. She said now he feels like he lost everything. He don't got his woman no more. Ben noticed that his children, his sons, live their own lives. His daughter, she pregnant. The nigga said he failed himself. He failed himself. He failed himself as a father, as a wife. He failed his family. He broken. He's broken. Now see, shout out to my grandfather. And I know these people been through their things. I'm gonna tell you something about these 2 right here. Shout out to my grandfather and his uncle and his brother, my Uncle Johnny Boy. This is my grandmother and grandfather. Y'all know. My grandfather right here, he told me something one day. I went through something with my son's mother. He taught me something. The nigga gave me so many Jews in this conversation, but this is the 2 that stuck out in the whole conversation. I went through some shit with my son's moms. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. I'm running around acting crazy. She wasn't Mary Poppins herself. Situation erupted. She found out about a young lady. I found out about another nigga first. That's on Sharon McLeod, man. I never hugged my mother again. I never cheated on my son's moms until she got caught up. And then I wasn't even cheating. Because this was my grandfather let me know something, because I didn't even notice from my actions. I was fucking with somebody, yeah, but I wasn't fucking with her like that. My grandfather told me, because both of them came to my house, made a big scene. That's a fact, Chilling with Love. He was fucking. He was not cheating. Monique said, you like your grandfather, Dice? I swear they tell me I miss twins. She said, I miss my grandfather and my dad. Rest up to everybody. Thank you, Chillin'. She said he was fucking, not cheating. And that's what my grandfather and my uncle told me one night, because I was listening to some shit, because my uncle had went through some shit. My Uncle Sonny Boy. I told y'all about him before. That's why when East New York said shoot him, it kind of threw me off, because I told y'all my Aunt Joanne killed my Uncle Sonny Boy over a woman. Speak about it all the time. That's why when East New York said that shit, I just killed my uncle and then died like 3 months later in a mental hospital. My grandfather and my uncle was talking because my uncle had went through some stuff, and then my grandmother and them was in there shedding peas and stuff like that, and then I was going to come inside, and my grandfather was like, nah, I want you to hear this. I'm a little boy. So I want you to hear this. So I was listening to what my grandfather and my Uncle Johnny Boy was talking about, and then I went through something. And they came to my grandmother and grandfather's house where we were staying at. It was a big scene between my son, mother, and the young lady, and then the young lady was really, really hesitant. She didn't really want to engage in conversation with my son mother. My son mother was the one like, bitch, we live in a condo. He bought me a car. He doing this, he doing that. Fuck that bitch. You know I got his son and But the young lady, she was just like, my son mom was like, a bitch, I knew you knew about me. She was like, hold on. I ain't gonna be too many more bitches. She said, I heard about you. And she said, from what I was told, she said a specific date. She said, I was told from that particular time, y'all was no longer together. My son mother just, you see, when the truth of reality hits, you can tell in a person's facial expression. All that cocky shit, bitch, Yes, I did get my son mother a car. I did. I didn't want on the train. And I didn't want on no metro bus with my son. I was paying the bills in the condo. Cold-blooded fact. See, it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But it's my side, it's your side, and then it's the truth. Was I paying the bills in the condo? Yep. But was I fucking my son mother? Nope. The reason why I had to continue to pay the condo bills because we had a condo in Starlight City, 1230 Pennsylvania, corner Pennsylvania and Vandalia, Starlight City. The only way that we had got the apartment is because of my mom's name. My son mother name wasn't on the spot. My name wasn't on the spot until my mom's put her name on the spot and got the apartment, and she had to wait 60 days to take me down, and I had to have my identification stipulating that I was her son, and then they put my name on the lease. So the obligation for the last 5-6 months was mine, and my son was there. Left the furniture, all that. After they left the crib, my grandfather was standing up there talking to me. He said, you remember when your uncle went through I said, yeah. He said, well, there's one thing I got to tell you. I said, what's that? He said, your son mother, she don't love you no more. And I said, why you say that, Pop? He said, that other girl, the one that was sitting there looking like she was about to cry, is the one that really love you. Now check this out. I've never gotten to the depth of how I felt about the young lady. My grandparents only were on the assumption of what they thought me and my son mother had because we shared a son. We wasn't even together like that. When I asked him, how did he know the young lady loved me? Because I actually was in love with the young lady. My grandfather said, when you got two women in front of you and they're arguing over you. He said the one that says nothing, the one that says the least is the one that loves you. He said the one that screams around, yo, he paid for this. He did this for me. He might be tasting me. Like that's how my grandfather used to say eating pussy, tasting me. That's what they say. Like he said the one that's doing all that, they don't give a fuck about you, boy. He said, let me ask you something about that young girl there. He said, is y'all fucking or was you really cheating, boy? And I said, Pops, what the fuck is the difference? I slept with the girl. He said, well, let me tell you the difference between fucking and cheating, boy. He said, have you ever been around her family? I said, yes. He said, so you been around her mama and her daddy? She with her daddy? I said, yeah, I met all of them. He said, you met the mama and the daddy? He said, do you go on dates with her? I said, yeah, we go to movies, you know, go out of town a couple of times. Yeah. He said, you ever bought her anything? I said, yeah. He said, boy, you was cheating. He said you was cheating. I said, all right, Pops. I slept with her. I know I was cheating. He said, sleeping with somebody ain't got nothing to do with cheating. He said, let me tell you the difference between fucking and cheating, boy. He said, cheating is everything you said. If you supposed to be with somebody and you did any of them things with somebody else that you supposed to be doing with your significant other, boy, you're cheating. He said, but when you meet somebody and say, yo, meet me here at this place and y'all have relations and you go one way and they go one way, that's fucking. He said, when you ignore invites or decline invites, when somebody say, yo, I want you to come to my family in them house, we having a cookout. I want you to come meet my mama. I want you to come keep my daddy. He said, why did you go meet that girl, mother and father? I said, because I really fuck with her like that, Pops. He said, exactly. He said, that's why you was cheating. He said, when you ain't cheating, when you don't care about, you only could cheat if you care about somebody. And you have to show it because you're hanging around the person. You're interacting with them. You're bringing memories and starting new chapters in your life without your significant other. He said, but just when you're just meeting somebody, he said they did it when we was growing up. He said, man, they used to go across seas, go to town, Vietnam. They used to go to spots where niggas would pay women. Brothels where they would sit up and just have sex with niggas. He said for 12 cents. They were selling pussy for 12 cents one time. You heard? 20 cents if it was really good, like he said. He said that never was considered as cheating. He said, but the sad part with women nowadays is, he said, they don't let men be men. He said, unfortunately, some men gonna go out there and fuck. It's just in their naturehood. And then they're gonna forget about that. They ain't gonna want to do that no more. He said, if a woman lets a man be a man, everything will fall in line. And he said, never trust the one, y'all, that told their business about what y'all did. Peace.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
The moral to the story is, like my grandfather said, y'all, before we get out of here. The one that sat up telling everything you did never cared about you. The one that stood there and held everything in is the woman that cared about you. And I said, Pop, why? What sense did that make? I see you, Phoenix. He said, because if a woman really loves you, she will humiliate herself. She will humiliate herself before she lets anybody ever embarrass you.